Man, extremely excited to be here. We finally made it, man. Finally made it, man. It's been a long time coming. Damon Leggett with the Father's Wish Foundation, Curtis Williams, Father's Wish Foundation, Edward Martin here with the Adventist Hospital in Haiti. Yes, we have been planning this day and this week for years. This hospital and the work that it does here in Haiti has been our primary reason for wanting to come out here and to join you in the work here. And I just thank you for hosting us and giving us the opportunity to come out and join your effort here in Haiti.
Indeed.
Well, thanks so much, Damon. First of all, I wanted to go and welcome the Father's Wish Foundation out to Haiti. I know for many of you all, this is your first time.
Yes.
And it's an incredible country, incredible people, people that are very passionate. And so as a hospital, we welcome you all. We welcome, of course, the Father's Wish Foundation. We've been planning this, as you had mentioned, for a very, very long time.
Absolutely.
You know, even during the time I was in Africa, and you were working with inner city youth, you're interested in coming out to work with us in Africa, and unfortunately we didn't have that opportunity for that to take place, but it is so great to see you finally make it, all right? Even though we're not in Africa, we're in a place that is very close to my heart.
Right, absolutely.
Just to give you a little bit of an idea as to what's going on, the hospital is currently undergoing some transition, all right? And so as I take you on a tour a little bit later and to show you the institution, you're going to realize quite a bit of construction is actually taking place. And I'll give you a little bit of an explanation as to what's going on. But again, welcome to Haiti Adventist Hospital.
My brother.
It's great to see you guys. This is where the doctors actually see the patients first. This is our temporary emergency room. We have a much larger emergency room, actually right around the corner, but because we have renovations taking place directly in front of us with the new ORs, what's happened is we're using our old emergency room as the operating room. And then when the operating room is finished, then shift, and then this will go back there and this will become a consultation room. Just so that you guys are aware, there's a number of renovation projects that are currently taking place at the hospital. By the time we finish with this hospital will be totally renovated, everything painted. Right now, you're just seeing it in its transitional state. So directly to my left, this is the sonography room / EKG. All right. So we run a lot of our diagnostics actually behind these walls. We recently received a fairly brand new ultrasound machine from Antilles Adventist Hospital in Curacao. And so we're eternally grateful to them. It's one of the top of the line ultrasound machines that was actually shipped out for us. So within this operating room suite, we have 3 operating rooms. All right, this is just one of them. As you can tell, just recently they just finished hanging our surgical lights. Also, we have lights that are directly surrounding. You're currently actually inside the new operating rooms. We're hoping to have these operating rooms completed by August 1st. All right, there's been a lot of work, a lot of time, a lot of volunteers that have come out to get this thing up and going. A lot of money has actually gone into it as well to make it work. Special thanks to Loma Linda University, Scott Nelson, I believe Terry Dietrich. These are the Florida Hospital, these are the individuals that have been able to go and make this project really work. Directly to my left, your right, is, so we have the changing room. All right. Then we have a storage room right here, directly to my left. Directly to my right is the break room. All right. That's going to be for staff. All right. So this is our recovery room. This will be our new recovery room. It's still, of course, in the process of being renovated. This is where the patients will stay after surgery for observation until they actually come out of their sleep. So this is our sterile room. This is basically where all of our equipment will be put through the autoclave, our sterilizers, to become clean. Also, this is where the packing is going to take place after surgery as well. We consider this to be like our orthopedic wing because we run the majority of our orthopedic services here. We have a clubfoot program that we run every Wednesday. You have this place actually filled with little children with various deformities, leg deformities. And so the correction actually begins here in this wing. I have on this wing also a pharmacy. As you can tell directly to my left, we would like to fill the pharmacy up. We're doing okay right now, but ideally we'd like to make sure that we have all the essential drugs in stock to make sure that we can properly facilitate our patients. Directly behind me is what we currently are using as our ORs. All right? So we have about 2 operating rooms that we're operating out of. This is the old emergency room. This wing that you see directly behind me is our low-cost wing. Prior, we were running a community ward downstairs. The community ward is for the patients that can't pay that much. So they're paying maybe about 500 bits per night, which is about $10 per night. All right. Of course, they'll need to pay for the drugs and everything like that. But in the community ward, you'd have anywhere from 6 to 7 individuals within one room. They'd just be sharing that room. Because of a lot of the restructuring that I have recently proposed, we've stopped the community ward. We moved everybody upstairs to be able to consolidate the staff that we have. Otherwise, you have to staff downstairs and staff upstairs. But now you just staff upstairs. So you just need less personnel for it. Okay. This is temporary until we can get to a point where we generate enough income and revenue to justify opening up the community wards back downstairs again. But the community wants, because there are a lot of people, unfortunately, that just don't have the money. Okay? However, what we've found is that although we've had to increase the rates, and they're staying in private rooms now versus staying in communal rooms, we're still packed on this hall. And so we still have quite a few patients that are coming down this hall. Now throughout the rest of the institution, it's still a little bit of a challenge. On our high-cost ward, we're still developing our services there, so it's a little bit sporadic. Pediatric as well can be very sporadic. I believe that once we actually get full-time doctors that are here 24/7, it's going to be a little bit easier for us to maintain the type of services that we're hoping to maintain. Okay. This is just one of the services that we actually provide here, our pediatric service. As you can notice, it's not very full. It's usually kind of seasonal. Oftentimes it will be totally full. And other times we won't have any pediatric cases. But this is our pediatric ward. Currently we only have about 1 patient. We have 2 rooms here, which are isolation rooms. So if there are special cases, pediatric cases, that need to be isolated from the rest, maybe because they have some sort of infectious disease or something like that, then we actually have rooms that are there. We used to have a partnership, Medicine Sans Frontier, where what we do is we take their critical cases. Okay. What they're hoping to go ahead and restart their contract with us once we actually get a pediatrician, full-time pediatrician.
They're here in Haiti or something? So.
Yes, they have quite a few offices here. So usually when Medicine Sans Frontier is here, we have a whole lot more pediatric cases. Fortunately, because of the price of our services, it is a limitation for many individuals coming here because they do have to pay. But we've got to charge if we're going to keep things running. Right. So this wing right here is what we call our high-cost wing or our insurance wing. These are for individuals that can pay a little bit more, who want a little bit more comfort. Most of these wards or most of these rooms actually have flat screen television in there. I will be putting internet on this wing as well, so for those who would like to still do business while they're in the hospital, we'll be able to do that and watch movies and what have you. One of the other services that we provide here at Haiti Adventist Hospital is our neonatal service. So it's right here directly behind this wall. If you listen closely, you'll hear one of our nurses singing to one of the premature babies on the ward.